You're listening to KFWB News Talk 980. My name is Les Brown. I'm Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy, and thank you so much for joining us. We inject some positivity in your day, Monday through Friday from 2 o'clock until 4. This program is designed to inspire you to live your dreams, to love your life, and to create some new possibilities for yourself. The number to call is 888-539-2980. We want you to become a part of the conversation because this positive interaction, as we begin to explore some possibilities, you will get some breakthroughs for yourself as well as people listening. They will get some breakthroughs as well. The number is 888-539-2980. There's nothing like this on radio. Radio should be more than just reporting about the news that's taking place in the world and political things. It should give people an opportunity to reflect and have some positive conversations about stuff where we're stuck. And if you're stuck, you call. We will help you get unstuck. Radio being used in a way to change people's lives. Now, that's something special without any question. We want you to call. You have something special. You have greatness within you. And we remind you of that. 888-539-2980. And I want to talk right now to Denise. Denise, thank you so much for calling.
Hi, Les. How are you?
I'm great, and so are you, Denise. Tell me your story. What's going on?
Well, I just want to give some positive feedback that even though something looks really dark, like in business, I had a business choice when I didn't know myself. I was a new interior designer, and I thought, I'm going to go into this field, and I went back to school for 3 years, and I thought, I'm going to go back and I'm going to go into this field, and I'm going to take a business partner.
Yes.
And I just say, know yourself inside and out before you choose any partner.
You got that right, including marriage as well.
Exactly. So 2 years into it, and we had opposite personalities. Like, I would walk into a house and I would look at the possibilities of what they could do with their existing items, kind of be green and reuse and recycle things and find out what was special to them. Maybe their grandmother gave them an armoire or a writing desk, and my ex-business partner would go in there and just basically tell him, this is garbage. So I spent basically 2 years being the middleman between the clients and that, trying to keep peace, just like I did when I was the youngest of 7 kids.
Wow.
And I thought, what am I doing? And the actual turning point was I took my daughters on a family vacation to Hawaii to visit my brother. I was sitting on that beach drinking Mai Tais and saying to myself, what am I doing here? I go to work and I'm miserable, and I'm spending 40 hours a week in something, that feels like I'm pulling a tooth, and I'm going to get sick. I actually had that thought in my head. I heard you listening, and I just had to pull off the road and call you because I had that exact thought in my head. I am going to be sick if I keep this up.
Yes, and there are a lot of people who don't have the courage to do what you did or the insight to stop and ask, what am I doing here? What am I doing? I can do better than this.
You got to listen to yourself.
Yes.
God gave you that divine intuition. Listen to it. So I got off that plane, came back, and announced that she could have the name, the business, everything, that I was going off. And if that wasn't adding insult to injury, she looked at me and said, how are you going to do the book work and the computer work when you don't know the computer? And
what did you say?
I thought to myself, you know what I said to her?
What?
I said, you did not come into this world knowing the computer.
Come on.
I don't know what makes you think your brain's bigger than mine, but you trust me, by this time next year, I will know everything and then some that you know. Yes. And that's what you did. I did, and I have my own business for the last 5 years. Happy as a little clam, making the world beautiful, one house at a time. Yes, and just loving it.
Oh, that is fantastic! Wow, congratulations! You're living your dream.
That's right. I am the queen of the. I call myself the queen of the emotional mountain.
Come on now, that is great. Oh boy.
To my queenship. Anything that I feel like I'm doing, and I'm playing it forward, I'm telling my 2 daughters, one's a photographer and starting out her own business, and the other one just graduated and is fine art and illustration.
Oh, congratulations.
Do not be listening to these people that tell you because you are creative and artistic and not doing things the way everybody else does it, that you cannot make money at it. If you make money, if you love it and you have a passion, you need to find out. You need to get mentored by people who've done it.
Right, absolutely. And eventually your gift will make a place for you without any question.
Absolutely. And my parents used to let me paint their inside of their bathroom when I was 7.
Wow.
I painted a bathroom black with silver foil back in the 70s and hung a chandelier, and I was 7.
Right.
So I knew that I always wanted to do this, even though there were times in my life that I questioned it.
And we all do that. We all go through that, Denise. We all go through that. But here's something you said. You said, what am I doing here? You ask yourself the question, and there are people who are listening who can benefit from this right now that are right where you were, and you said something key. You said, listen to yourself.
Yep, listen to yourself, and when you hear the answer, believe it.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't ask another question.
Right. Don't question it. You know, if there's an argument, I always say, if there's an argument between your mind and your heart, follow your heart, because where your heart is, there your treasure is also.
Amen. And I love your show. I've called it several times. I'm the same one that my mom kicked me out of bed when I was like,
oh, yes, I love it. I love your mom.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, don't, you know, there's so, all of us have so many stories, and I told your little phone screener, you're only allowed to say the stories 10 times, and then it just gets old.
Yes. Well, listen, you got that right. Listen, thank you so much, Nisi Boo. I appreciate you.
And continue the good work, and I really look forward to 2 o'clock.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Bye,
thank
Les.
you so much for listening. Bye. You know, that is key, is listening to ourselves. All of us have had moments in our lives when we say, boy, if I had just listened to my first mind. If I had just listened to my first mind. And Denise, she did that. She listened to herself. She asked, what am I doing here? And she decided to do something else. And you have the power to do that. Liz has had a boss from hell, and everybody has gone through somebody like that. And the thing is that what Liz is going to discover, something else, better, more rewarding, in alignment with her passion and calling, and will pay more money than where she is right now. If she's just positive in her state of mind and continue to move forward and believe good things are supposed to happen to me. See, you are God's miracle child. You are an unrepeatable miracle. And when you believe that and say that and affirm that and move forward, you begin to manifest that in your life experience. Call me now. The number is 888-539-2980. That's 888-539-2980. I want to talk to you. You stuck? You call. I want your story. 888-539-2980. Yes, you're listening to KFWB News Talk 980.